Alright guys, so this is basically going to be a push day. I'll always start push days with flat dumbbell bench press. Prefer this over, the barbell bench, just because I feel like the movement pattern that you can get from dumbbells kind of fits you better, so you can kind of decide the range of motion, whereas with the barbell it's pretty strict and kind of beats up my shoulders and my elbows a lot on the bench. So I prefer dumbbells, as I feel like I can get a movement pattern that's a lot more comfortable for me. So if you're somebody that's struggling with elbow pain and shoulder pain on the bench press, have a go at dumbbell pressing, and you can kind of fidget around until you find a comfortable movement pattern for you. But yeah, I usually start with light on these, work up to like a set of about 5, and then drop the weight again and then come back down. And then once I'm done with the dumbbell pressing, I'll probably move on to some kind of lat raise. As a natural, your lateral raises are essential really, because you need to build that wide look in your shoulders. Well, they're essential for anyone really, natural or enhanced. But I just feel like when you're doing a lot of pushing, so it's when you're doing like your flat bench and your incline benches and stuff, I feel like the front head does get enough. So I only train the side delt. I don't really train the front, if I'm honest, just because, like I say, from the pushing you do target that quite a lot. So yeah, I'll move on to some lat raises, and then once I've done that, I'll probably go on to some kind of incline Smith machine press just to hit that upper chest. Again, with this, I'll work my way up, so I start light, work my way up to like a heaviest set that I can do of about 5. Don't tend to go below 5, and then once I've done that, I'll do a back off set, and then maybe a drop set as well, depending on how I feel. That should have been the last rep ideally, because my form goes a bit rubbish on this now. This was the last one, but it was a real grinder, this one was, and I think the last one should have been the last. But again, you have to train to failure to see change. So yeah, and then here I am dropping the weight a little bit to try and hit between that 8 to 12 range. So I'll basically hit between 8 to 12 range, and then I'll do one set where I'll come down for a set of like 5 or something like that, just to try and improve on strength, as the incline press is quite a weak point for me, if I'm honest. Like, I think I can get up to, what would it be, 20, 40, 50, say about 70 or 80 kg, something like that, for about 5. But yeah, so I try and do some low reps to increase the strength as well, and then bring it back down and go a bit higher rep just to burn it out, which is what I'm doing here. And then once I'm done with that, I'll probably move on to some kind of tricep exercise. So here you can see I've got a rope pull down with the pretty cool attachment. I'm not sure what the name is for it, if I'm honest, but I find that when I put this wide, it's really hitting like the back of the tricep, like the back of the arm, and it's giving you like that horseshoe. So I just find it hits the tricep a lot better with like a bit more of a wider hand position, opposed to just a normal narrow rope. I find your tricep head at the back there gets hit quite a lot more. Now I'll probably move on to another chest exercise. So on this you can see I'm doing pec flies. Again with this, start light, work up to a heavy set. I don't really go below 8 on this. And then I'll do like a back off set, as you can see, and then, like I say, sometimes a drop set. But this is really important for like just the overall chest development and shape. This really does burn out the chest. Sometimes you can start with this as well, just to warm everything up, but I prefer doing it at the end once I've got the compounds out of the way. But yeah, this was a real grinder, this was, as you can probably tell. Of a chest pump there, and then I just decided to do another shoulder exercise. As you can see, there's a machine in front of me, which, well, it's moved now to behind me, but you can use that as a lat raise as well. But like I say, I don't actually do any work on the front head of the delt, just because, like I say, I feel like that gets enough from pushing. So all you'll see really is a lot of pushing, a lot of like lat raises on push days for me, and then got a plate loaded press here. Again with this I go up to a heavy of about 5 and fail, but yeah, there's a push workout for you.